Hello students, welcome back to the new session of chapter 6, that is life processes. In the last lecture we studied about nutrition and the types of nutrition. So we know that food that we take for getting energy is taken in the form of nutrition. Now when this food enters in the body, what happens to it? That we are going to study in the next life process, that is digestion. So let us start with the digestion. So what is digestion? The digestion is the process of converting food into simple molecules so that they can be absorbed by the cells and used within the body. Now what is the need of converting this food into simpler molecules? We know that food that we eat is used for getting energy, and for that it is to be supplied to each and every part of the body, and this food reaches to each and every part of the body through blood. So it is necessary that it gets mixed with the blood, and for this it has to be converted into simpler molecules, and this process of converting the food into simpler molecules is done by the process which is called digestion. Now we are going to study in detail the digestion in human beings. The diagram shows the human digestive system. Students, this question is asked many times in the exam. Explain human digestive system in detail, and in this you have to draw the diagram also. The diagram is given in your notebook, so when you write the notes of this topic, draw the diagram along with it. So now we will see how digestion takes place in human body. The food that we eat does not go randomly anywhere or everywhere inside our body. It follows a particular path, and that particular path followed by the food is called alimentary canal. So specifically we can say that now we are going to study how digestion takes place in alimentary canal. First of all, when we take the food, it enters into our mouth. Now in our mouth there are three parts, that is tongue, teeth and salivary gland. What is the function of teeth? It cuts the food, grind it and converts it into small parts. Now this food moves in the mouth and mixes it with saliva with the help of tongue. Now how this saliva is produced? You can see that here a salivary gland is there. Three pairs of salivary glands are there in our mouth. This saliva contains enzyme which is known as salivary enzymes to digest the starch, that is carbohydrate. So saliva helps in softening the food or moistening the food and makes it easier to swallow, and begins the digestion of starch in form of glucose in our mouth. Now this moistened food passes through esophagus, which is known as food pipe, and reaches to our stomach. The stomach is a large organ which expands when food enters in it. The walls of the stomach helps in mixing the food thoroughly with more digestive juices. Now the digestion in stomach is taken care by three substances released by gastric glands present in the walls of the stomach. So gastric glands which are present in the walls of the stomach, they secrete three types of substances. First one is hydrochloric acid, second is a protein digestive enzyme called pepsin, and third is mucus. Now this hydrochloric acid functions of killing the bacteria and making the medium acidic. Next is pepsin. It acts in acidic medium and digests the proteins which are present in the food that we have taken. And then mucus. What is the function of mucus? It protects the wall of the stomach from corrosive action of HCl. Now the exit of food from the stomach is regulated by sphincter muscles, which releases it in small amounts into the small intestine. So from stomach, now food reaches to small intestine. This small intestine is the longest part of alimentary canal. It is the site of complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. And for this process, it gets the secretions of liver and pancreas. The liver and the pancreas secrete juices which helps in the complete digestion of all these substances like carbohydrates, proteins and fats. The food coming from the stomach is acidic and it has to be made alkaline, and for this pancreatic enzymes has to act. The pancreas secrete pancreatic juice which contains enzymes like trypsin for digestion of proteins and lipase for breaking down of emulsifying fats. Now let us see the secretion of liver. Liver secretes bile juice which acts on fats. Fats are present in the intestine in the form of large globules which makes it difficult for enzymes to act on them. So what this bile juice will do, it will convert this large globules into small globules so that the enzymes can act on them more efficiently. So the function of bile juice is to make the medium of food alkaline and emulsifies fat, means converts them into small globules. Along with this, the walls of small intestine contains glands which secretes intestinal juice, and the enzymes present in this juice finally converts proteins into amino acids, complex carbohydrates into glucose, and fats into fatty acids and glycerols. Now the digested food is taken up by the walls of the intestine. The inner lining of the small intestine has numerous finger-like projections which are called villi, which increases the surface area for absorption. The main function of small intestine is the absorption of the food, and in this villi helps by increasing the surface area. Now the food which is not absorbed by small intestine, that is the unabsorbed food, is sent to large intestine where its walls absorb more water from this material, and the rest of the food is removed from the body through anus, and this way the digestion of the food takes place in stomach. Let us now recall it in short. First part, from where digestion starts, is mouth. In the mouth, the food is converted into pieces and it is made soft with the help of salivary gland. Now this food enters the stomach by passing through food pipe, which is known as esophagus. Walls of the stomach secretes gastric juice which contains HCl, mucus and pepsin. HCl creates acidic medium for the action of pepsin. Mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from the action of acid, and pepsin digests protein. Now from the stomach, the food enters into the small intestine where complete digestion will take place, and in this complete digestion the secretion from the liver and pancreas will help. Liver secretes bile juice and pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. Along with this, walls of the small intestine will secrete intestinal juice which helps in the complete digestion process. Then food is absorbed in small intestine with the help of finger-like projections called villi, and then unabsorbed food is sent into the large intestine, and then the rest of the food materials are removed from the body through anus. So students, here it is given point wise how to write if this question is asked in examination point wise. So let us see nutrition in humans. First one is salivary gland. You can make first topic as mouth, and you can write first 3 points as salivary gland, tongue and teeth. Salivary gland. 3 pairs of salivary glands secrete saliva. Saliva contains enzymes named salivary enzyme to digest starch. Saliva helps to moisten the food, makes it easier to swallow, and begins the digestion of starch in mouth to form glucose. Second one is tongue. Moves the food in mouth and mixes it thoroughly with saliva. Third one is teeth, helps in biting, cutting and grinding of food. Now next part is esophagus. The food moves down in digestive tube due to paralytic movement, that is rhythmic contraction and relaxation of muscular walls of digestive tract. From esophagus, food enters to stomach. Its walls secrete gastric juice which contains number 1 HCl, that kills bacteria and makes medium acidic. Number 2 mucus, it protects the walls of the stomach from the corrosive action of HCl. And number 3 pepsin, it acts in acidic medium and digests proteins. Next is pyloric sphincter. It allows only a small quantity of food to pass from stomach to duodenum. What is duodenum? It receives the secretion of liver and pancreas and pass them to small intestine. Next is about liver and pancreas. Liver, it is the largest gland. It secretes bile juice. The function of the bile juice are makes the medium of food alkaline and emulsifies fats. Next is pancreatic juice secreted by pancreas. The function of pancreatic juice is contains trypsin, which in alkaline medium further break down proteins, contains lipase that digest fat, and contains amylase that digest carbohydrates. Next one, small intestine. Along with the pancreatic juice and bile juice, walls of small intestine contains gland which secrete intestinal juice that helps in complete process of digestion, that is for the conversion of carbohydrates into glucose, for proteins into amino acids, and for fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Now in small intestines, finger-like projections are there in the inner wall of the small intestine, which are called villi, that increases the area for absorption of food, and it is richly supplied with blood vessels. Now the unabsorbed food is entered into large intestine, which helps in the absorption of water, means it absorbs water, and then the waste materials are removed from the body through anus. Students, it can be asked in the exam that explain the digestive enzymes or the enzymes which helps in the digestion. So here is the list of digestive enzymes and their functions. Digestive enzymes. First of all, what are digestive enzymes? They act as biocatalyst and help in digestion of the food. First one is salivary enzyme secreted in saliva, which converts starch into sugar. Next one is pepsin secreted by the walls of the stomach, which converts proteins into peptones. Next is trypsin, which is acting like in alkaline medium. It is secreted by pancreatic juice, which converts the peptones into peptides. Next is lipase, which is also secreted by pancreatic juice, which converts fat into fatty acids and glycerol. Next is enzymes in the intestinal juice, that is secreted by the walls of small intestine, that converts carbohydrates into glucose, peptides into amino acids, and fats into fatty acids and glycerols. Here more precisely the function of enzymes are given. Carbohydrates are broken down into sugar by the enzyme called amylase. Proteins are broken down into amino acids by the enzymes like pepsin and trypsin. Fats are broken down into fatty acids by enzyme called lipase. So students, this was the process of digestion in human beings. It is very important topic, many times asked in the examination. Go through it properly. We'll continue in the next topic with another life process.